Hello, welcome to Linear Relationships Student Handout Lesson 9. We are focusing on direct variation, TEK 85A, being able to represent linear proportional relationships using information from tables, graphs, and equations. And we are going to write these situations in the form of y equals kx. Direct variation is when a relationship is proportional. And to review lesson 8, proportional means that it passes through the origin at 0, 0, and that it has a constant ratio of y divided by x. And that is our second bullet point here. It says that you can also say that the value of y varies directly by with x. And in lesson 8, what that looked like was that you took y and divided it by the x value when you were given a table. And that is the same thing that we're going to do here. And if it has a constant ratio, that means that it is proportional. So constant of proportionality is when situations vary directly, and they can be represented with the equation y equals kx. K is the same as your slope. So we are still talking about slope. Um, so, but instead of using an m, they are wanting you to use a k because it is for a proportional relationship with a constant rate of change. So this ratio is going to be y over x, and you'll get the same number every time. So let's scroll on down and practice some problems. So our directions say that in 1 through 3, assume that y varies directly with x. Find the value of k and then write an equation to describe the direct variation. Anytime you are writing an equation for direct variation, it is going to be written in the form of y equals kx. So let's go ahead and take a look at question 1. X equals -3, comma, y equals 18. You're going to take your y value of 18 and divide it by your x value of -3. When you enter that into your calculator, you get a quotient of -6. That -6 is k. Then you simply enter that -6 and you substitute it in for k in your equation to write the equation as y equals -6x. On to question 2. Your y value is 6, your x value is 9. So you take 6 divided by 9, and that's going to simplify to 2/3. Now in your calculator, it's going to give you 0.666666 repeating. You are going to need to hit math, enter, enter to convert that back to a fraction. And since k equals 2/3, you're going to write your equation as y equals 2/3 x. On number 3, your y value is 7, your x value is 1 1/4. You are going to take your 7 and divide it by 1/4. Let me get rid of that negative. It is not -1/4, it is a positive 1/4. And when you do that, I need you to remember to hit alpha y equals into your calculator, and that will pull up the fraction template. And that gives you 28, and you'll write your equation as y equals 28x. Let's scroll on down for a couple more problems at the bottom of your page. Okay, so for question 4, it says the value of y varies directly with x. If x equals 2, then y equals 15. Use this to answer A through D. So to find k, remember, we're going to take our y value and we are going to divide it by our x value. When we do that with our numbers, our y value is 15, and we're going to divide that by our x value of 2. When you key that into your calculator, it is going to equal 7 1/2. So our K is 7.5. B, write an equation to represent the situation. Your equations for this whole lesson are going to equals y equals kx. So you simply take the k that we found over in question A, and you substitute it in for k in your equation. So your equation is y equals 7.5x. C, find the value of y when x equals 13. So in order to do that, we're going to start with the equation that we just wrote of y equals 7.5x. We are going to substitute in the value that they give us for x, which is 13. Now, when you key 7.5 times 13 into your calculator, you are going to get a product of 97.5. That's your answer. So you would write it as y equals 97.5. Now for D, it says find the value of x when y is 180. We are once again going to start with our equation of y equals 7.5x. But if they give us the y value, we substitute that in for our y value and then rewrite the rest of our equation. Now, this should look an awful lot like a one-step equation. You are going to solve for x by dividing both sides by 7.5. That will give you your x value of 24. Okay, now let's scroll on down, and I want you to, please practice question 5. I want you to answer all 4 boxes, please. When you are done, I want you to please resume the video. Pause the video now. Okay, so take a minute and check all of your work for question 5, problems A through D. After you have finished checking your work, go ahead and flip over to the back page of your notes. And for homework credit, I want you to please answer question 6, question 7. Answer question 6 and 7, please. Now we're going to skip down to question 9. Okay, it says Mrs. Hernandez told her students that the value of y is directly proportional to x, and that if y equals 21, then x equals 14. And so we need to just prove that. Circle the name of students who made a true statement. So Talia said that the situation can be represented by the equation y equals 1/2 x. And so let's test that out. If we take 21 and divide it by 14, that is going to give us a quotient of 1.5, which is going to be our value for k. Now, Frankie said that if x equals 9, y is going to equal 13.5. So let's test that out. We found our direct variation of y equals 1.5 k. So if I use that equation and I plug in the values that Frankie has given us in their description, we will have 1 equals 1.5 times 9. And if you key that into your calculator, you're going to see that it does, in fact, equal 13.5. So Frankie is true. Now let's test Sonia's. Sonia says that if y equals 30, well, let's plug that into our equation. 30 equals 1.5 x. She says that if y equals 30, then x is going to equal 20. So what is 30 divided by 1.5? That is going to equal your x value. And when you key it like that into your calculator, You do in fact see that 30 divided by 1.5 does equal 20. So Sonia is also correct. So there is the steps you would use to prove this for these types of questions on your homework. I want you to go back and answer questions 6 and 7. We will check these in class, and that concludes your lesson for today. Thank you.